And then I realized, and what I realized about life is we so often convince ourselves to look at the bad as opposed to the good. So often in life. Are we all victims of that? Yeah?
Sí, dice que a veces pecamos de mirar siempre lo malo en la vida y no mirar lo bueno, ¿no? ¿A quién le pasa esto? ¿Qué le pasa?
You know, where we always are, life is this, life is that. And you know what, I find it very interesting in the sense that I got to a point where I said I need to start being grateful so I can be happier with less. And it's all in the way you look at things.
Dice que un día se dio cuenta de que tiene que empezar a mostrarse agradecido de tener lo que tiene y tener menos, y ser feliz con menos.
So regardless of what that city does and the fakeness and the falseness and it's not my world, I have to look at it like, at the same time, that world is giving me an opportunity to do this and be with people that appreciate me and do things that I love to do. So then I look at that LA and I love it. And it's a place where it's like, thank you. As opposed to like, you know?
Básicamente está diciendo que LA es un sitio muy falso, muy difícil, ¿no? Si no eres parte de este mundillo, si te gusta vivir así. Pero dice que gracias también lo que ha visto es que gracias a Los Ángeles y a todo lo que ello supone, pues ha podido llegar a sitios como estos y conocer a gente tan fantástica, etcétera, etcétera.
Yeah. My second question is if you know some Spanish song and if you could sing it a bit.
What is that song? Is the Spanish song where it's like, mia tortilla, oh, if I catch you, oh my God. No, that's not Spanish, is it? What is that? Portuguese. Who's from Portugal here? Okay, I'm just talking to you then. Oh my God, if I catch you. Delicious, delicious. I don't know any Spanish songs. Niente.
Okay. You have to learn to the other time.
Okay, I'll let you down, I know.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Hi, Nate.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm glad.
Thank you. I'm glad that you're glad that I'm good.
Awesome. So first I wanted to thank you for sharing your faith with all of us. And then I wanted to ask you if you get a lot of criticism from people for being so open about your faith.
So sometimes I actually don't get a lot, and I'll tell you why. This is my theory. I think people are too scared. They're like, no, if I say something, God might punish me. You know, like God's on my side. So I don't get a lot of criticism.
No, dice que no recibe. Le he pedido si recibe críticas sobre ser abierto sobre su creencia religiosa. Dice que no recibe muchas, porque creo que hay mucha gente que tiene miedo más que nada.
But I will say this: it's a very difficult road to walk because what people associate with when you say you believe in God is people go, oh, you think you're perfect, you think you're better than me, you think that you have some sort of more a righteous walk in life, and it's really not the case. That's not how I see it.
No, dice que a lo mejor mucha gente que cuando oye que él es religioso o que cree en Dios, se piensan que él lo que está diciendo es que él lo tiene más claro, ¿no? O tiene un camino más bueno, ¿no? Que el resto de gente.
So what my faith actually is a representation to me is me admitting as a person, as a human being, that I am completely flawed, I'm weak, and I honestly cannot do this walk that we call life on my own, and I need something to help me.
Básicamente lo que está diciendo, siendo tan abierto, es que él realmente no es una persona perfecta, que al revés, que tiene todas sus imperfecciones y que a él le ayuda a creer en Dios para caminar el camino de la vida.
And what I found really interesting about it is I've been completely honest, I've lived on both sides. I've danced with devils and I've flown with angels.
Dice que realmente en su vida ha hecho de todo. Dice que ha estado en la parte de bailar con demonios y después volar con ángeles.
I've lived in the world and I've followed what the world told me I should do.
Que ha vivido dentro del mundo y ha seguido lo que cree que el mundo le estaba diciendo.
And I've also followed the teachings of the Bible and tried to live that life.
Y también ha seguido las enseñanzas de la Biblia e intentado guiarse por esa vida.
And I can honestly say, without any doubt, that when I walk this road with what I learnt from the teachings of Jesus, life is simpler, life is easier, I feel stronger, I sleep better because I know I'm doing more than just living for myself.
Y dice que cuando camina el camino de las enseñanzas de la Biblia, dice que se siente más fuerte, más seguro y no tan mal cuando estaba consiguiendo al mundo.
And that's so much more important to me because everything else, we spend so much time, when you think about it, in life, just focused on our own goals and what we want, and this is what I need, and I should have this, and I want this, and I want that, and none of those things actually do anything for my soul, and it feels very empty at the end of it. You know, sometimes you think you want something so bad, and you get it, and then you have a moment of happiness, and then it's on to the next thing, you know, and it's a vicious cycle.
Sí, que estamos muy ofuscados, no. Estamos muy ofuscados en lo que creemos que necesitamos, ¿no? Y cuando lo conseguimos realmente es un momento de placer y después vamos a pasar a otra cosa.
So I'm happier to walk this road.
Está mucho más feliz caminando el camino que caminaba.
Regardless of what people think, you know? Doesn't bother me.
Y no le importa lo que piense la gente.
Well, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. We are on live stream right now, and we have some questions. Yes.
They're just at home?
Yes.
Hey, hola! Shh. Do not wake up mama. Shh. What's the question?
Becca B asks, what type of music do you use to listen, and what is your favorite song?
I used to love Mayday Parade. They're an American band. And there's a song called, I think it's called Jamie or Over. And it's just a really cool song about this guy and this girl that kind of fall in love and they go on this adventure in life. And that's what I used to listen to. Very punk, emo, sort of rock, you know?
Le gustaba una banda que se llamaba Mayday Parade.
Yeah.
Que era un poco punk.
Okay.
And the other question,
yes.
Sorry, is from Karina Wagner from Germany.
Karina Wagner from Germany.
If you,
liebe dich. She's like this. Oh, she's like, oh. So, yes, the question.
if you have to organize a theme party for all the cast and crew from the Vampire Diaries, what theme would you choose, and what would you? What would be your costume?
I would be Peter Pan. Everybody else would be pirates and Tinkerbells, but there can only be one Peter Pan. You could be a lost boy. You could be Captain Hook. You know, one Peter Pan. Me. Sorry, take that.
Sería Peter Pan y el resto seríais piratas, niños perdidos, etc.
Yes.
Last question is from Merel from Amsterdam. And she asks, have you ever been to Amsterdam? And if you didn't, do you want to go?
I have been to Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam. I think it's a beautiful city. I have some very, very fond memories of Amsterdam and have some dear friends that I will be back again, I promise, because I love the canals. The canals are so, so beautiful. And I remember one time I was riding my bike and I have a scar from Amsterdam, so I'll never forget it. Because I was riding my bike and I was racing one of the trams and my bike got caught in the tram line thing and I fell over and I cut my knee, and it's a nice little scar here about maybe so big where I hurt myself, went straight through my jeans, there's blood everywhere. But I was thinking of getting a tattoo, Amsterdam, and arrow pointing to my scar, so I can always remember, but I don't remember, but yeah.
Dice que le gusta mucho Ámsterdam, que sí que ha estado y que sí que me gustan mucho los canales. Un día estaba paseando con bicicleta por allí y se le quedó la bicicleta enganchada en un raíl de un tranvía. Dice que tiene una cicatriz y que siempre ha querido tatuarse Ámsterdam con una flecha que hacia la cicatriz.
Sorry. Yes, next question.
How are you?
Good. Hey, can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
So, what's your name again?
Valentine.
Valentine? Valentine, cool story, you know. So, this is what I love about life and what I love about sometimes doing a good deed, God rewarding you somehow, you know. This involves you, which is funny because you don't know this. But last year I did 2 conventions, yeah. We did Brussels and Barcelona. I think I did a convention before this. And I'm a Boston Celtics fan, yeah? I love the Boston Celtics. And I was at this convention, I think it was Germany. And this young girl was very, very sweet. We shared a moment of like, you know, I get your life, you get mine. And she was going through some things and I wanted to give her something to kind of like go, hey, like here's a gift to remember this experience by, yeah? So I gave her my Boston Celtics hat. I was like, here, have this. And it was my favorite hat. Because I love the Boston Celtics. I only had one hat. I was like, oh, I'm going to lose my hat. So I was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's just a hat. And, you know, it's cool, whatever. Such is life. I gave this girl my hat so she could remember me by. The next weekend, which was a few days later, this gentleman somehow gets me a Boston Celtics hat and gives it to me for a gift. And it was the coolest thing because a week before I'd given something away to make someone happy, and then I get a Boston Celtics hat back the next week. And you were a part of that story, and that was really cool. And I was really like, oh, that was a cool moment.
Bueno, lo explico. Mira, estaba diciendo una historia sobre lo que es a veces dar y recibir, ¿no? En la vida. Dice que en Alemania estuvo con una chica que estaba pues, en el mismo momento que él, un poquito, y estuvieron hablando sobre las creencias y todo esto. Y dice que como habían compartido ese momento, pues decidió darle una gorra. Él es muy fan de los Boston Celtics y decidió darle una gorra que él tenía mucho aprecio y se la dio a ella. Y dice que dijo, pues se la voy a dar porque creo que es y justo una semana después llegó este chico, Valentine, y va y le regala una gorra de los Boston Celtics. Así que fue una bonita historia.
Cool. Hey, everyone give him a round of applause for getting me a hat. That is a good story. It's very awesome. Okay, what's your question about that?
First of all, I want to congratulate you for your French.
For my French?
Yes.
Ah, bien.
Est-ce qu'on peut faire la question en français?
Oui. Oh.
Je traduis si tu comprends pas. Comment est-ce que tu gères tes émotions après une scène difficile?
He said, I understood the other thing. He said if you wanted to answer the question, he's going to say it in French.
Okay.
You want me to translate?
In English, please?
Yeah.
Better.
How do you deal with your feelings when you just finish to act an emotional scene?
Good question. It depends, you know, it depends how emotionally connected you get in the moment. But there is there's a real sense of joy for acting when you do a scene and you're so convinced that you have that experience and you're there and then you come out and it's cut. There's like a joyful feeling because you kind of saw the world of your character through their eyes for a moment and you believed it and you kind of almost convinced yourself, and I think it's an accomplishment thing that I set out to truly show my character's world, and when you do it there's a sense of satisfaction that you were able to get close. You'll never ever be 100%, but when you get like 90% close of being in that world, it's a cool thing, I guess, because that's the challenge you set yourself.
Dice que es muy emocionante ver que en una escena, cuando sales, te das cuenta o eres consciente de que por un segundo has conseguido ver mediante los ojos de ese actor, ¿no? o de ese personaje. Dice que es muy bonito sentirse así, que nunca acaba de ser el 100%, pero aunque sea un 90%, que es muy bonito y te sientes muy afortunado de el poder vivir esa sensación.
Merci.
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Je pas. C'est beaucoup. Je te. Okay, next question.
Hi, my name is Naren Abdel. I have a question for you. What is your best memory on the set of Vampire Diaries, and what you remember?
Best memory. There's many good memories. I think it's not necessarily on the set of Vampire Diaries that was the best memory.
Out in the set
Yeah.
of Vampire Diaries.
It was the moment when I got that job, you know, and it was more to the point that like, what maybe some people already know but others may not hear, is that it took a very, very long time to book a job in America for me. A long time, and it was a lot of struggle and rejection and failures until it got to me to this point.
Sí, dice que más que nada fuera ya en el set, que lo más bonito que recuerda es cuando le dijeron que había conseguido el papel, ya que para él fue muy difícil conseguir un papel porque se fue a Estados Unidos y hasta que consiguió Crónicas Vampíricas pues fue un viaje muy duro.
And what's important about Vampire Diaries for me is the fact that what it represented in life, and it taught me a very, very valuable lesson that if you have a will, the universe will find a way.
Que dice que hay una cosa muy curiosa en la vida, que si tienes algo por lo que quieres luchar, que la vida al final te lo acabará dando.
It's more philosophic for me.
Yeah, you know, because the job itself isn't like career defining, you know? It's only a very small role in something that's much bigger. But to me, it symbolized the fact that no matter what everybody told me to give up, forget about it, it's not going to happen. The amount of time I got close to a job and didn't get it, I stuck it out despite the odds, and to me, that represented success beyond belief.
Que aunque sea un papel pequeño, que realmente aunque para nosotros parezca grande, pues la industria es mucho más grande, ¿no? Y que antes de conseguir eso, pues la gente le decía, pues lo tienes que dejar, o no va a llegar nunca, y él dijo que no, que se quedaba y que lo conseguiría. Y que para él, haber llegado a este papel es muy importante.
And it's really important to remember that, for me, to remember that moment, because we so often will achieve something and then move on to the next thing and actually